guys, today I'm doing a tutorial of this look. I posted this on Instagram like last week and I actually really loved it, so I thought I would film it as a tutorial because I haven't filmed a proper tutorial in a while with talking and stuff, and that's because I had issues with my laptop. My charger actually broke, and because I'm on a MacBook it costs like £65 for a new charger. And I finally have one, so I should be able to make videos regularly again. So if you'd like to know how I did this look, then please keep on watching. Please try and ignore this, whatever's going on here. So I've done like half of one eye, haven't done the lower lash line because I want to do my foundation first before I do that. So try and excuse background noise. I've got my fan on and I've got my window open because it's boiling. So today I'm going to use some tape to get the sharp line. I like to angle it quite far out. I'm priming my eyes with Urban Decay Primer Potion, as always. Taking it up to my brows as well, because I don't want smudgy brows. Okay, now I'm going in with Sugar Pill eyeshadow. This is in Love Plus, and it's the brightest red there is. It's really hard to find red eyeshadows anywhere else, and I'm just focusing this on this outer edge by the sellotape to get a nice sharp line. I'm just blending it up and into my crease. I'm just blending it up to my brow bone as much as I can. And I'm doing that kind of halo effect, so I'm bringing it right into the inner corner and pressing it just here. And then I'm going into my semi-sweet chocolate bar palette, which is my favourite. I'm just using a blending brush with a bit of mousse, which is a really good transition colour. And I'm just using that to blend out these harsh edges. Now I'm going to do the centre of my lid, and for that I'm using this eyeshadow by Kiko Milano. And it's this really nice like pearlescent kind of coralish colour. It's got like flecks of gold in it and stuff like that. And it's the long lasting wet and dry eyeshadow, and I don't think the colour has a name. It's just number 219. And all I'm going to do is spray a little bit of water on it because it gets the colour really intense. So I'm just applying that to the centre of my lid. And then I'm just taking my little finger to just dab out the edges so that it blends into the red a bit more. Taking the bright Sugar Pill red again, blending out the edges. Now for my eyeliner, I'm using my Illamasqua Precision Ink in Abyss. I'm actually running really low on this now, which is a shame because I love it. I'm just doing a big wing, just quite a dramatic wing. And then just peel the tape away. Once we have our wing, which has gone a little bit messy, but that's okay, I can just clean that up with a makeup wipe. Okay, now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm doing what I usually do. It's my Inglot eyebrow gel, and this is in the colour black. For my brow bone highlight, I'm using Coconut Cream from my Too Faced palette. It's just a nice matte shade. I don't like putting too much shimmer on my brow bone. Now for my inner tear duct highlight, I'm using my Sleek highlighting palette in
Solstice. I can't say it.
And I'm taking the cream colour that's in here, this shimmery pinkish purple colour. And I'm just patting that on my inner corner. Okay, now I'm going to go off camera, do my foundation, contour, highlight, all of that jazz, and then I'll show you the lower lash line, eyelashes and lips. Okay, so I've done my foundation, I've done my contour, I've done my highlight. I'll just go through the products that I use quickly just so you know. So the foundation that I use, if you don't already know, is NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. This is in the shade Mont Blanc, which is light number 2. but I actually had to mix that today with some lightning foundation from the Body Shop. This matched perfectly when I first got it, but I don't know, I've either got paler or I don't know, maybe it could have oxidized or something like that. I don't know, but either way, I just mix it with that now. I set that actually with some powder from my Morphe contour palette. So I literally just took the white to set it because it keeps the colour nice and pale for me. And then I contoured with a mixture of this one and this one because I didn't want it to be too ashy, but I didn't want it to be too warm either. So then I applied some blush. This is the BH Cosmetics Daisy blush, and it looks like that. I just took the one colour. I highlighted with a mixture of things because I get a bit overexcited with highlight. I used the Sleek highlighting palette, and I used a mixture of purple and the creamy kind of colour, mixed them together. And then on top of that I used my Illamasqua Beyond powder in OMG, which is that one. So yeah, went a bit crazy on the highlight, but I like highlight. Don't hate. So all I'm going to do is take the brush I started using with the red eyeshadow from the start and just run this on the outer corner and just blend that right into the, just leaving the inner corner basically, because we'll put the Kiko eyeshadow there. And then I'm taking my brush with a little bit of the colour Mousse from my Too Faced palette, and I'm just going to blend out those edges. I'm literally just using what's left on the brush. I'm going back in with my Kiko eyeshadow, just pressing that along the first quarter of my lower lash line. I have left most of my kit at the salon that I work at, so I actually don't have my Illamasqua eyeliner that I would normally put on. Usually what I'd use is the colour Vow, which is like a creamish colour, and it just brightens the waterline. But I'm just going to leave it as it is because it's not too different. I think it looks fine as it is. You could use black if you wanted, but I just want to keep my eyes wide. Then the mascara I'm going to use is the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, and I'll just apply that on my upper and lower lashes. Now I have some lashes here that I'm going to put on, and I actually don't know what style these are, but I know they're from Eyeliner, and I think they're in a red packet. They're like some of the pretty dramatic ones. I'm just applying it on the centre first, and then pressing the corners in. Obviously I've just been really impatient and didn't really wait for the glue to go tacky. So that's my lashes on, and my battery on my camera is running low now, so I need to hurry. I have these little gems that I'm just going to put on the centre of my head here because that's what I did in the original look on Instagram. So I'm just going to put a little bit of eyelash glue on the centre of my head and just place the gem on there because it looks funky. Quickly moving on to my lips. I'm only going to do something nude, something natural, because the eyes are a big statement. I think you could get away with doing like black lips if you wanted to, but I don't have my black lipstick because it's at the salon. So the lipstick I'm using is by Gosh, and it's in the colour Raisin, and it's a matte finish.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
And that is the finished look.